Hey, shalom, shalom. Want to start by saying, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahushai, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahushai, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahushai, Ka'alam La Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakodash, and also double honor to the apostles, the elder bishops, and the elders, grand ministers of the world, and also shalom to sincere Akamande pushing truth in the name of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakodash, who happen to be scattered around the four corners of the earth. And I'm back here again with a quick lesson going into this situation that has been taking place over in Tanzania, and to show you this is eventually what's going to come to the doors of America and the West. I should say the Western, but especially over there in America. Okay. And why do I say especially America? Because real quick, let me do this here, right? Let me go to the book of Revelation 18. Revelation chapter 18 and verse Revelation chapter 18 and verse 7. Let me start from verse 6. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her. And double unto her double according to her works. I'm talking about America. In the cup which shall be filled shall be in the cup which she have filled, fill to her double. And this is going into the evil deeds that America has done. Especially to our people, the Israelites. All right, the Heavenly Father Yahweh Hashem is going to repair her double. All right, verse 7. How much she have glorified herself, and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. And that's what the Heavenly Father is going to do. You already see, it's like, you brothers, who watch and do videos and know what time we're in right now. America's already going through some sorrows right now, man. For she have set in her heart, I sit a queen, and I am no widow, and she shall see no sorrow, and that's what your president Donald Trump was, is feeding you people, that America is going to be made great again, even through this whole through that whole government shutdown and things that has happened in America. Your president, kept lying to you people, telling you everything is going to be alright, everything is going to be alright, but that's not the will of the Heavenly Father Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Okay. It ain't. And there will be it's like the time will come where America is gonna go through things that you people never imagined. All right, America is gonna be left as a third world country in a minute, worse than a third world country. America is gonna be a war zone real soon, and it's gonna be a war zone within its own citizen. Doing it, dividing within inside, like the scripture says in the book of Matthew, chapter 12, verse 36. A kingdom divided against itself shall not stand. And then when you go to in the book of Mark, I want to say the 3rd chapter, it says a kingdom divided. In the NLT says a kingdom divided through civil war is not gonna stand. And guess what? That's what's gonna happen to America soon. Anyway, Revelation 18 and verse 8, therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine. All these things are going to happen. And it's going to come and it's going to have you people feel like this just happening in one day, meaning non-stop. Therefore shall plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire, for strong is the Lord Yahweh Hashem who judgeth her. Let me see if I can get the one in Isaiah 47. Here we go. Isaiah 47 and verse in verse 7. And thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither didst remember the latter end of it. Right? In the NLT says, you said, I will reign forever. as a queen of the world. That's what America really think and say. And you know, and that's how they carry themselves. You did not reflect on your actions or think about their consequences. In verse 8 in King James Version, and I'm reading NLT. Therefore, hear now this, thou art given to purchase, that doest carelessly, that say in thine heart, I am, and not beside me. And it says, I am, and not I am, and none else beside me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. In the NLT, listen to this, you pleasure, loving kingdom, living at ease, and fearing skew. That's a miracle. Okay, Trump the other day, he was bragging about how they how America, how safe, strong, this untouchable. Yeah, and guess what? This is what the scriptures is really talking about. That's how America. That's how America is. Even Americans. That's how they really think that they're untouchable. But that's not the plan of the Heavenly Father Yahweh Hashem Yashar. You're gonna get touched. Okay. It says, listen to these. You praise your love and kingdom, living at ease and feeling secure. You say, I am the only one, and there's no other. I will never be a widow or lose my children. Okay? Verse 9, but these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day. Hold up, just give me a minute. Say, but these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day. The loss of children and widowhood that shall come upon thee in their perfection. And Most High is going to make sure they feel it. Okay? Perfection, man. Complete. For the multitude of thy sorceries, and for the great abundance of thy enchantments. For thou hast trusted in thy weaknesses, thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and knowledge, it hath perverted thee. And thou hast said in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. Therefore evil shall come upon thee, thou shalt not know from whence it riseth, and mischief shall fall upon thee, thou shalt not be able to put it off, and desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. And that's the judgment the Heavenly Father Yahweh Hashem Shah, has prepared for a miracle. Things is gonna happen rapidly, man. Okay, rapidly. One thing after another. Okay, and one of the example I got pulled out is this situation over there in Tanzania. All right, before I go ahead, let me get this right here. This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, and verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak, and not lie, though it tarry. Wherefore because it will surely come and not tarry. What vision we're talking about in this video or this lesson or this epistle? We're talking about the time of Jacob trouble, the time of America being divided in civil wars and class wars, and which is 2nd Ezra chapter 15 real quick. 2nd Ezra 15:1. But behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which that's what we're doing, which I'll put in thy mouth, said the Lord. Okay, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. So every word or prophecy that were written in this book that have to take place in the future are going to happen, and we're telling you people. And I just put up a video of the situation over in Tanzania and showing you people that this is going to happen it's going to come to a miracle. Okay, there's a precept in the book of Jeremiah. I want to say either the 15th or 23rd chapter, the furnace. And when you look up the furnace was going to fan Babylon, he's talking about foreign troops, I think, which is going to be those UN troops that is going to be brought forth over there in America. Okay. And what you think they're going to do? They're going to shoot first, ask questions later. All right? And that's what we telling you people. Okay, so let's go from there and jump to verse 5. Behold, saith the Lord, I'll bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. You've seen that happening, okay, daily, man. Let's go down and jump to where I want to be. Verse 14, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword and the destruction drew nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. That's what's going to happen in America. And it's going to be worse over there in America, because over there, citizens of America got guns. They have guns, man. Okay? For the shall be sedition. And also, on top of having guns, the Heavenly Father Yahweh Hashem Yeshua is going to make it worse. It's going to put a double spirit upon on everyone up there, man. Judah, the Edomites, the Most High is going to put a double spirit upon them. Remember the scripture in the book of Sirach 39 says, there be spirit that crave for vengeance. Okay? Verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men, invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, princes, and the cost of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Okay, because we're at the tribulation and troubles that's going to be happening. Martial law is going to be called in. Okay, travel is going to be put to stop. Plan, drive, train, bus, order, put to stop. It's going to be stopped. It's going to be, it's going to be limited to where people that are going to probably be moving around are going to be the high classes of people, the important people for Israel's government or for America's government. Those are the ones who are going to be able to move around, like you're watching in our movie or the book. It's like in that movie, I Am Legend. Okay, you seen who was able to get on in them choppers or the plane. The planes is like here. It was high class people. That's it. All right. It said verse 18, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, a man shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of lack of bread and for great tribulation. Right, and then also, when all hell broke loose, stores are going to be shut down. Okay, people going to, not shut down, but people are going to be, looting and, running to the stores and, killing one another for food, because everyone is going to be into that survival mode, because they won't know how long this is going to last for. If I don't get this, if I don't get meal, this and that, I'm screwed. Okay. And they show you those things or those scenarios in movies, man. Let me get another one. 2 Ezra chapter 16, real quick. 2 Ezra chapter 16, verse 22. And suddenly shall the sown places be unsown. Okay. Going to the, farms. Also, your warehouses, the food storehouses should be, it's like suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The food storehouses should suddenly be found empty. People going to rush into them warehouses and go over there and trying to do what? Still, take food, trying to survive, man. 23. And the trumpet shall give a sound which, when every man heareth, there shall be suddenly afraid. At that time shall, and that's we blowing our trumpet right now as a warning, but who's taking heed to it? Nobody. And until that trumpet really be blown and the danger's here, and the Jackson, is going to try to get it right, but it's going to be too late. Verse 24. At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of fountains shall stand still. In 3 hours they shall not run. Okay. Yeah, it's going to be terrible, man. Water. All right, there's going to be shortage of water. That's famine. that's gonna happen. Okay. It's gonna be, it's gonna be a terrible time. Oh yeah, and that's another thing people are gonna be fighting over. It's gonna be water. People are gonna fight over water, man, because there's no clean water. Esau had made sure that there's no clean water here. Okay, he has fucked up everything, man, to where if you need food, water, you have to go through him. These devils changing the weather patterns. I'm not in Australia right now, but like over there where I am, they're getting hit by fucking crazy rains. Crazy fucking rains out of nowhere. No warning. Okay? And it's just doing it. Yeah, come on, man. Okay? So let's go from there and jump to verse 50. No, 50 or 2nd Ezra chapter 6 verse 50. Bear with me. Right? Come on now. You gotta be somewhere here, right? Is 2nd Ezra 8? It's like, it could be 2nd Ezra chapter 8. So forgive me. Right. 2nd Ezra chapter 8 verse 50. For many great misery shall be done. For many great misery shall be done to them that in a latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. You see that? And this great misery is about to fall upon, you Jake, man. You don't really, want to take heed to this truth. Okay? So let's go from there and play this video right here.
The UN has raised concerns about reports of deadly violence in Tanzania carried out by government security forces. Protests erupted there after the disputed October the 29th election of President Samia Suluhu Hassan. The opposition party, Chadema, says over 1,000 of those protesters were killed in what is an ongoing crackdown, a number that Hassan's government disputes. A warning that some of the images you're about to see in this next report may be disturbing to you.
In a small room somewhere in Tanzania, a 32-year-old is in disbelief. He still can't make sense of how he got here, bedridden with bullet holes in his legs. The man, who does not want to be named, went out to fetch water when it happened. Police shot him at his doorstep the day after the elections.
I found myself on the ground. I looked at my legs and saw I was bleeding. That's when I looked up and saw the police, who were aiming down at me. If my upper body had been in a different position, I think they would have shot me in the head.
Juma, as we're calling him, is still shaken. He's also traumatized and understandably cautious, initially refusing to speak to us, convinced we were intelligence agents. He's agreed to tell his story so people can know what happened. The full extent of the violence after the disputed poll is still unknown, but clues have been emerging, like these images that appear to show armed men using violent force against protesters. The exact number of the dead is still unknown. Some rights groups say it could be in the hundreds. This resident tells us what he saw.
I heard loud sounds, pop, pop. It was gunshots. I stood and saw a body here, a body there, another one there in pools of blood. I felt so confused I couldn't even run. It's true that people have died. Many people have died. I witnessed it with my own eyes.
The government has yet to address the alleged killings. 2 weeks after the election, life in the largest city, Dar es Salaam, resumes cautiously under a watchful state. While recording this, a team filming for DW was stopped multiple times by armed police. But Vice President Emmanuel Nchimbia insists all is well.
The government of President Samia Suluhu Hassan has taken steps to restore unity in the country. Now our country is calm and everyone is following the rule of law.
But under that law, nearly 400 people have been charged with election-related offences. Among them is TikToker Jennifer Jovin, also known as Niffer, who's been accused of treason for posting this video. In it, she asked her followers to buy masks for protection against tear gas on election day. Reports suggest detainees are being abused.
It's not even a secret because we made presentations in court that they've been tortured, very serious torture. Some exhibit outward signs of injury.
As Dar es Salaam, or Haven of Peace, tries to reclaim its name, so too does Juma with his life. It's not so easy. Any slight movement causes pain, sending him back to election day.
And we can speak now to Faraja Christomas, who's a media and political analyst. Thank you so much for joining us. We have very little confirmed information coming out of Tanzania. So can you tell us any more about the current situation there?
Currently, we are experiencing a little bit peace and harmony in many parts of Dar es Salaam where the altercations happened, and the business is normalizing, even though we are still cautious. Some people are taking much caution.
Anyway, so you see that, right? So let's come to the book of 2nd Ezra. Second Ezra chapter 9. Hold up. What's going on here? Oh, no way. Oh, here we go. Let me do this. There we go. Yep, here we go. 2nd Ezra chapter 9 verse 1, he answered me then. It's like he answered, consider all these things very carefully. When you see that some of the signs I have told you about have appeared, you will know that the time has come when God, the Most High, will bring judgment. Will bring judgment on what He has created. There will be earthquakes, national rebellions, international intrigues, unstable leaders, confused rulers. When you see these things happening, this is what we're seeing happening right now over in Tanzania. You will know that they are what God Most High, Yahweh Shem have spoken about since the beginning of creation. So these are signs that we're seeing worldwide, and these signs that we're seeing worldwide over the situation over in Tanzania, we're seeing eventually going to reach to America. Okay, and when it gets to America, it's going to be terrible, man. Okay, it's going to be dead bodies laid on the streets. It's going to be worse, than what you see over there in Tanzania. All right. So with that, man, I just wanted to speak on this right here. So with that, Shalom Akim Yabashim. Saki Yabashim Shabrakadam. Shalom.